Hello, and thank you for being here for today's pick a card reading. If you've been here before to my channel videos, welcome back, and if you're new, please enjoy, like and subscribe. Now this reading that I'll be giving, that you're seeing today, is a timeless reading, so whenever you choose to watch this reading, it should resonate with you where you are and the energies that you're using and that pick your card. Now, there's 3 cards to choose from. I have the Wylder card on top, so the Wylder ones, the Oracle of the Wylder ones, and then I also have the Sacred Power reading card to kind of just send that extra bit of message that you need to hear. The first card, so deck number 1, or card number 1, is using Amethyst. Choice 2 is Mookaite, which is a Jasper, and choice number 3 is a golden healer crystal, which is a quartz. I'm going to give you a moment to intuitively choose the card that you would like to receive a reading on. I'll give you a moment to consider that. If you're drawn to being more than one card, like you may have 2 choices, please go ahead with your first choice and then your second choice, and see what resonates the best for you. And I'll give you the moment now to think which deck that you would like to choose. Pile number 1, you chose the Amethyst, and I use the crystals today because I believe that the energy that you would have been drawn to which pile to choose would be based on the crystal and its resonance with you. And you may not have known at the time, because I know I was quite, I wasn't clear in what the Amethyst power is, which I am going to tell you all about the Amethyst and what you need to know now, first off. So the Amethyst will help balance your physical, mental and emotional body. So it's a crystal that you can use to enhance your intuition, that will enhance any transformation you desire, the manifestation you require, the creativity that you need. It helps you connect to your higher self and the power of the Amethyst. Now, I love the crystals because I love how they, I love learning how they kind of integrate with parts of ourselves, how we can use it for healing, and also the elements, you know, and the astrology recognition it has as well. So with the Amethyst, it does relate to your 3rd eye chakra, which is on the middle of your eyes basically, as well as your crown chakra. And that's because it's a powerful crystal for the spiritual communication, for that intuition, for that manifestation, and that creativity. It does align to the planet of Jupiter, which Jupiter is the planet of luck. I love Jupiter. It also aligns to the planets of Saturn and Neptune. It does show the presence of the sun elements in Virgo. Well, the sun sign, you know, star sign, however you relate to it. So it's Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And it is related to the element of air. Okay, so hopefully this little information I'm sharing with you about the crystal helps you and probably gives you some recognition as to why you chose pile number 1. You can place the Amethyst under your pillow to enhance your dreams. You can ward off nightmares, and also to help with insomnia. You can even place it on the bedside table beside you when you sleep. Charge it on a charging plate as well, on a white selenite charging plate, and that'll help use its crystals for the best abilities. Okay, so let's get into it. Which cards were shuffled and came out for you on pile number 1? So with the Oracle of the Wylder ones, you have dedication inspires imagination. I express myself freely, creatively and gleefully. Now, it's funny that comes up, and I see that, you know, there's strong colors in this card with the red and the purple. We've got the amethyst. I see that relates to that purple, as well as the message of creativity. Look, I just noticed too, there's an eye here, and amethyst relates to third eye. And this is a new set of oracle cards that I have. I only got them on the weekend. This reading is March 2023, but I'm using these for the first time. So I just love the energy this card gives, because it's asking you to widen your mind. And in the cards, when you look at them, there's a message in the cards that's deeper than what you see and the messaging you receive. So apart from the fact that you're being asked to be creative, there's a lot of feminine energy that's related to this card. When you look at the mushroom here, you know, you're seeing that it's about good fortune. It's relating to the fairy realm, and other realms. It's you know, relating to magic and power to me. The cat, that relates to female. So when you think of felines, I think female, so female. And friends and a deeper understanding. I must admit, I'm not a cat lover. Sorry, cat lovers. I am a dog lover, but I can see that this looks like a lovely cat. This lady has been quite creative in bringing it to life. So it's like she's summoning this energy of creativity. She's using her creativity to summon what she desires. She wants deeper understanding. She wants to tap into her third eye to open up and use her intuition, manifest what she desires, and also bring about that kind of, maybe even the female or friend companionship and connection. The other thing that we do see here in this card is there's quite a noticeable amount of red in it as well. Again, the red symbolizes creativity, but also passion. So I really like this card for you, pile number one, and also the message it's giving to you to make sure you remain creative, make sure that you're in tune with your higher self, to make sure that, you know, you understand what it is, what you desire, when manifest, and bring that about. And even if you have an amethyst, please charge it and use it. If you don't, please source an amethyst and use it to enhance yourself. Now, with the Sacred Power reading cards, we have Animal Kingdom, okay? Animal Kingdom. Now we can see, again, like we have the cat here, we've got more animals here. We see the bear up front and center. The bear's surrounded by the wolf, the eagle, the owl, and the deer. So there's a lot of animal energy here. I'm also getting there's a lot of grounding that needs to be had. My recommendation is for you to focus on this card for a moment, and I'll leave it here for you to do so. And in focusing, I want you to see which animal pops out the most to you, which animal is coming into your focus, which animal is standing out, which one are you connecting with. And I'm thinking that with this card, there's so much going on. Like we see the moon, we see the animals, looks like a waterfall, there's sparkly crystal water, you know, the rainbow effect, looks like, you know, little crystal castles down here. With the animals, there's a message that's coming through to you. It can be a little bit confusing, but you're being asked to find the clarity. And when you focus on the card and you've got an animal that comes to your forethought, there is a message in that. When we're thinking of the bear's going to hibernation. So you're being asked to rely on your strength, okay? Your confidence. There may be challenges ahead that you need to overcome. Try not go into that bear personality. Use your creativity if you need to, even if it's the way that you communicate. Okay, so with the wolf, when we look at the wolf here, I'll bring him up closer for you. He's about truth. He's about caution, and he's about following your intuition, okay? So knowing the truth, living the truth, being cautious about others who may not be giving you the truth. Use your intuition and use it wisely. So you're being asked to do that. We now have the owl. Let's look at the owl here in flight mode. The owl seems like it's looking maybe even back. But the owl's usually a message of wisdom. Okay, we know that. He's an observer. He's a dreamer. But it's also about transition, okay? An owl generally doesn't follow the rules, okay? They come out at night. People usually sleep at night. The owl has its own way of doing things. So it uses its wisdom to create its own path and do what pleases it. So do focus on that if you are the owl energy. Okay, so let's go down to the deer here. Deer, I feel like, because they go in kind of packs a lot of the time, so we're looking at family energy. We're looking at them being gentle. I get them being gentle energy. They just look majestic if you see them out in the snow. I haven't seen them up personal at all. I've been in the snow once. I'm very much from a hot climate here in Sydney. But also, there's this unconditional love that comes from it. So it's definitely a healing animal. It's telling you that embrace your family, embrace unconditional love, give love, receive love unconditionally, and also being gentle to yourself and others. Okay, that's a beautiful message. Then we have this flying eagle moving forward. He looks like he sees things. It's where the owl is wise. We have the eagle who just goes and soars. There's this kind of level of patience that's needed for eagle energy. There's perspective. There's call to source. Okay. So definitely, I hope that with pile number 1 here, I know there's, you know, a bit of, a lot of animal is showing up in this pile. But I really hope that the messaging that has come through for today, and it is a thinking message, you're being asked to take the elements that have been presented in today's reading, your pick a card reading, and use it to your good, your advantage. Okay, take from it what you will, especially here with this animal kingdom, which can be overwhelming collectively, but when you break it down to being specific, it gives so much clarity and understanding. So do be creative, and I wish you well. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Thank you for being here. If you chose pile number 2, this is Mookaite. It is a Jasper stone. It's beautiful. Mookaite is sourced only in Western Australia, deep within the ground, when the ground has been excavated. It's I'm giving this bit of information to you as well because I feel like I've used the crystals today to help you be able to draw on your energies to choose the pile that you need to hear. And if you were drawn to Mookaite, it's for a specific reason, which is for pile, apart from being for pile number 2, it's also relating to grounding. It's a crystal or a stone. I call crystal because it's normal, but it is a stone. So it's helping with grounding. It helps you with your meditation practices. It's a versatile stone. It helps with decision making and being able to accept change. If you're inflexible, it'll help with bringing that flexibility. It also helps with your enthusiasm. So if there's some kind of joy that's missing or lack of drive, then it can also help support that. The Mookaite is amazing. It's such an earthy stone. It actually relates to all your chakras, okay? And it's related to the element of earth, which is no surprise, and fire as well. And it aligns with the planet of Earth. And I love this information about crystals, just the alignments that it has with the energies it gives, the healing it provides, the elements and planets and sun signs it all aligns with. And saying that the sun or star signs it aligns with is it's the Leo sign. So all you Leos, if you're a Leo, maybe you're drawn to the fact that is a Leo sign. So you can use this if you have a palm stone variety. I mean, this one's okay as well. You can put it on your upper stomach to help you with be able to tap into your gut instincts. So it'll activate your solar plexus. It relates to the solar plexus the most out of all the chakras, even though it relates to them all. And it'll help with bringing about your own will and your personal power. If you are needing to make decisions and there's conflicting factors or conflict on, you know, having clear decision to make, so you can hold it close to your gut, again, near that solar plexus area, and meditate on and ask for an answer to be given to you so you can make the right decision and go with it regardless of other factors. I do say that with a bit of a disclaimer, but hey. Now let's get into your card reading and see the message that you need to receive. Pile number 2. So this is the Oracle of the Wylder ones, a beautiful new card set, deck set that I got this past weekend. This one that you're receiving, oof, and I love the owl showing up as well, because he's all about wisdom, travel, experience, and broadening horizons. I am constantly learning and refreshing my views. So your mantra is, I'm constantly learning and refreshing my views. So with this card, we're going to be looking at the elements of it, which will help give an overall picture in a clearer way. So we can see there's lots of tree energy here. We see the rabbit, the owl, the swing, the mushrooms. Mushrooms are about magic, enhancing it, relates to fairy realm, the realm of the fairies and other realms, as well as good fortune. We see some daisies. We see the house, the bit of a love heart, the eye, which could be relating to the third eye, a blessing sign. So overall, this is a very positive card and very positive energy that you've been picked up or given as pile number 2. Now, when we look at it overall, we can see the majority of the coloring in this card is green. Okay, so green is relating to that grounding. It's Mother Earth, it's all about calming. We also see that it's got lots of trees. Again, that's that grounding. It's that spiritual and physical. It's about growth. It's roots and connection. We can see the roots here, okay? The other thing I like to point out is the third eye. So you're asking again to go into your intuition. You've got some crystals here. So, you know, going through gut instinct, Mookaite is saying that in itself as your chosen crystal for this card, okay? What else can we see? The love heart, feeling the love, giving love, being unconditional with that love, being free. We've got the swing here that's saying being free as well. Go into that kind of childlike spirit and energy of yourself. Now, the house, I'd say house overall rather than castle, even though it's got those turrets on top. The house is about protection and security. It's about feeling safe. It's about retreating. Okay, it's a place of love. So overall, I feel like this message is asking you, apart from, you know, experiencing and broadening horizons, to really connect with yourself, to be grounded, to trust your intuition, to be grateful for what you receive. And when you're working on your manifestations, to do it for the best self in that security, that safety, that growth. So it is a card of working on oneself, and I really hope it has resonated with you. Now, if we now move to the Sacred Power card, we've got purification, okay? Well, you've got purification anyway. We can see lots of waterfall energy here. It's nighttime. There's a singular being that is here. Looks like lots of male energy as well. With the waterfalls, and he's got this halo around his head as well. So with the waterfalls, it's like you're being asked to purify your energy, okay? To cleanse your body, cleanse your spiritual self, cleanse your home and office spaces and your spiritual self. I think I just mentioned that, but there's a lot of cleansing that needs to be done. Bit of overwhelming energy is being represented, and you're being asked to clear that. A bit of negative energy, you're being asked to clear that, to bring in that positive energy as well. You're being asked to balance your emotional self in this card, okay? And align with your divine self, being clear, okay? being open to the other realms. So if it's the heavenly higher realms, being open to that. And the other message, and it's really funny because my dog bowls for my dog's just outside this door that I can see, and a bird flew up to that bowl just now. He's just taking some water from the dog's water bowl. And the message that I've got clearly from this card, and then the bird has just reaffirmed, is please drink lots of water, okay? Don't sacrifice that beautiful liquid from being able to help purify your body from the inside. So drinking lots of water is so important. Cheapest form of liquid, basically, free from your taps as long as your taps are clean. We have great drinking water where I am here in Sydney, so I constantly drink tap water throughout the day. And there's no purer message in these cards than the fact that you need to cleanse yourself and kind of go through a reset button phase to be able to work on yourself in being able to ground and being able to bring into place what you desire. So definitely take some walks in nature if you need to, sit out in nature, do some journaling, whatever it is, it's going to bring you back into a place of calmness and alignment. Okay, that's pile number 2. Thank you for being here for this reading. I hope it resonated with you and you'll be able to, gain some clarity on the back of the messaging if these cards are being given to you. All right, thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you for being here. You chose pile number 3, which was represented today by the Golden Healer Quartz. Now, this is a Master Healer crystal quartz energy. Basically, it represents all of your chakras, okay? It facilitates spiritual communication. It empowers, it heals at all levels. It helps with perspectives. It represents connection to source energy, enhancing your joy and peace, okay? And raising your vibration and frequency where you may be lacking and feel like it's all hazy and not clear, okay? So even though it connects to all the chakras, it mainly connects to your solar plexus. And if you were drawn to my last pile, number 2, that was Mookaite, I was drawn to choose these crystals to represent the piles today. There is a connection with them. So the Mookaite pile number 2 also connects with all chakras, just like this one, and both are enhanced by solar plexus energy. So if you're drawn to piles 2 and 3, there is some kind of message in itself for you if that is the case. And it's ruled by the planet of Pluto, okay? It covers all the sun signs again, or sun signs or star signs, however you like to call them, because it is that Master Healer crystal. It is the element of earth and fire as well. Okay, so a couple of ways, well, one main way you can use this crystal is to meditate with it. So it will help open up your consciousness, receiving information and guidance. Whatever you ask and call upon, you will receive that information, so use it wisely. You can also pair it up with magnetite as well. That'll help clear your auric field. So if it's hazy again and it's all muddled, that'll help with that. Okay, so let's see what we have. So this is the Oracle of Wylder ones. My first time using them in a reading, I only got them last weekend, so let's see how we go. Pause, listen, and appreciate the magic of the moment. It's the right time in the right place, lucky me. So that's your mantra. It's the right time in the right place, lucky me. Now with these cards for the picker cards, especially you, pile number 3, we are looking at the imagery to tell the story of what you need to know, okay? The imagery, the colors, they're all giving a message to you. Now, I'm going to leave the rabbit to last, but what I'm going to reflect on first and focus on here is the mushrooms. And I just saw this 4-leaf clover, so I'll get to that in a sec. So mushrooms, they relate to good fortune. It relates to magic. It relates to connection with that fairy realm. We see a lot of 4-leaf clovers here, clovers. So that's good luck and fortune in itself. So very positive card. When we look at the moon here, we see that the moon represents intuition. It represents phases. It represents fertility, well, ebbs and flows in, well, ebbs and flows and helps with tides. So I feel like it's ebbs and flows in your life too. Going with the flow with relation to, you know, taking the good with the, or the bad with the good as well. So if it's, you know, ebbing, then go with that flow. Don't work against it, go with it, so you can celebrate and be in your high positivities when it's flowing. And also the moon can represent that divine femininity as well. So being in tune with the divine feminine side and that whole intuition. Now, the main feature of this card is, of course, the rabbit. Now, the rabbit is an active animal. So it's about being active. It's about being active and working on your desires, using your intuition, creating that good fortune for yourself, creating magic. It's about family. It's about lust. It's about conquering fear. It's about fertility. Connect with your family. I appreciate that. Some of you may come from a big family yourself. So you're being asked again to pause, listen, and appreciate the magic of the moment. We see a lot of green, more so than red. Red's a power, color of power and creativity, but we're seeing a lot of green as well. So green representing grounding, Mother Earth, and calm. So a very good card for you, pile number 3. I'll get a lot of good messaging out of that. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of good fortune in the air, especially from March. I feel that in a lot of you. So there may be a lot of Cancerians or Geminis in this who've chosen this pile. So have faith and belief, and what you desire you can achieve. Now with the Sacred Power card, you have self-love. So looking at the colors, it's just a kaleidoscope of colors, isn't it? We see this larger self. It looks more like a woman, but she's still got those kind of childish features to herself. But we also see this smaller version of self, which is lit up and, you know, overlaid part of its body, which is more of that girl energy that we're seeing as well. So overall message I'm getting is feminine, and your feminine side, your feminine energy. And, you know, again, that comes up a lot in this card here as well. So it's about asking you to go into your inner child, to find your joy, to be open and amazed by things in life, to not have preconceptions, to allow things to unfold, okay? Be creative, go with the flow. Again, go with the flow, discover that joy, okay? Balancing of your emotions. So communication, making sure you're clear, but you're communicating in the right way, all right? And I want to ask you, well, I want to put to you to ask yourself a question, because I feel like this is the case in this card when we're seeing the more older, larger woman figure compared to the younger, even though it's still got the girlish features. We know that you're being asked to go into your inner child, okay? The question you need to ask yourself is, what is the advice that you would give to your younger self? When you're reflecting, what is the advice that you would give to your younger self as a child or a teen? And the question as well is, how can I tap into my inner child and find joy, go with the flow, experience life? I feel that there's some stagnation there as well. And you'll probably find that that good fortune, when you open yourself up to letting go and going into that inner child qualities, that you'll open yourself up to those good fortunes, okay? I nurture the child within me. That can be a mantra. I nurture the child within me. So it's the right time and the right place, lucky me. Plus we're going to have I nurture the child within me. So pile number 3, I hope that's a clear message to you and you've been able to resonate and to get some kind of answers or messaging from it. I do appreciate you being here. If you resonate with any other piles, please go and watch those. But apart from that, thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks, bye.